Hi everybody, Penny here. Welcome to my kitchen. So today I've chosen to make a chocolate zucchini banana bread. And I've altered it to make it a little more diabetic friendly by increasing the fiber and lowering the sugar. So if that's something that's important to you, go for it. But if it's not important to you, it's still going to be delicious. So you don't even have to worry. Okay, so we have a half a cup of butter and 2 eggs, a half cup of brown sugar, 1 large banana mashed, 2 medium zucchini shredded, and then for the dry ingredients, 1 cup of all-purpose white flour, half a cup of whole wheat flour, half a cup of cocoa, and 1/4 cup of ground flaxseed. And then in here we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So those are our dry ingredients. So we're going to put all that in there together. And then we're going to whisk those to get them all thoroughly combined. There we go. There. We don't want lumps of cocoa or lumps of flaxseed. We want to make sure that it's all thoroughly combined. So that's grand. So set that aside. So we have our half a cup of butter, and I have it melted in the microwave because I had it in the fridge. And so we're going to put in our half a cup of brown sugar. The original recipe called for half a cup of brown sugar and a half a cup of white sugar, and I thought, you know what, that's just a little too much. So half a cup of brown sugar. If you really wanted to, you could put that down to 1/4 cup. Or you could use something like the brown sugar Splenda, and it's just a half a cup of that, which is all good. Okay, now we are going to add our little bit of banana, 1 large or 2 small, 1 banana in there as well. And that also adds some sweetness as well as moisture. There we go. And now we are going to crack our 2 large eggs. There. Oh, little mess, of course. I wouldn't be cooking in the kitchen if I didn't make a mess. There we are. There we go. Grab this just to wipe my hands. And we're going to use the fork that we had in our bananas to beat our eggs. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I love vanilla. There we go. Now we'll pour that in there. That's grand. We'll get this all whisked up. There we go. Then we're going to add our 2 shredded zucchinis. There we go. And we're going to mix that up. It's actually very, very easy. The oven is preheated to 350, and I've got a loaf pan all greased and ready to go. Now you could easily turn this into 12 muffins if you didn't want to make a loaf pan. So the loaf is going to be in the oven for about 50 to 60 minutes. If you were going to make muffins, I would try about 20, check them at 20, and then maybe even 25. Okay, so we're going to put our dry ingredients in all at once. And this now is already going to be a chocolate banana zucchini loaf. However, we are also going to add 1 cup of chocolate chips. Now, if you're diabetic and you don't want to add the chocolate chips, you certainly don't have to. Or if you only want to add a half a cup, that's fine too. Not a problem. There we go. It is a little dry when you first start mixing it. But then the liquid from the zucchini starts getting absorbed. As you can see. And you don't want to over mix it. But you do want to make sure you get all of that goodness off the bottom of the bowl. And there we go. We'll put it in the pan. Oh, it smells so good. It's so chocolatey. We'll put it in the pan. Oops. Oh, it went in the dish. I didn't make a mess. All right. Got a little bit hanging off there. And you don't want to squat it, but you do want to just even it out a little bit. There we go. And like I said, the chocolate chips are optional, or you could even cut them down to half a cup instead of a cup. But this is going in the preheated oven at 350 degrees. I'm going to check it after 50 minutes, maybe 60 minutes, because everybody's oven is a little bit different. And we'll be back when it's all cooled off. Hi everybody, so back again. The loaf is ready. It's still a teeny tiny bit warm, and I've cut a couple of slices to try. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Oh, look how moist. Oh my goodness gracious. I would recommend, if you make this, make a double batch and put one in the freezer. It's so good and so moist. And the kids will never know that there's zucchini in the cake. Delicious. I hope you give it a go. Enjoy. Bye.